I should do a kitchen tech skip tutorial. Okay, stand close to the sink, wait until the water goes into the vacuum like this. You kind of want this angle. Then you claw the up left like this until you're like about this. You all do all of that while moving towards this. Like, just want to aim. The reason you don't want to stand like here is then the vacuum is pointing to the right side and you have to like go further. So you want to stand like right here. A bit back is fine. If you're all the way up against here, it's a bit weird with the movement because you might get stuck on that. But like you go here, grab the thing, you move over like this. I claw grab this because it's easier. Like C-stick all the way down, and then you want to hold up left, like that you're right up against this thing, because then you'll shoot through it. If you're standing like here, it will get blocked. You need to be right up against it to shoot through it. So that looks something like this. Okay, no, that was not a good example. It looks something like this. See? Like, go here and shoot it through the dishwasher. You can also just water it like this, but that's slow. Like it's a bit worse for this setup. If you just shoot through it, you can activate this thing a bit faster. That's one part of it. Shooting the water through there. Like that's what you want. So that extinguishes the door. Then you want to, as soon as you shoot the water, you want to press A to activate the dishwasher. Just like this. See? That's why shooting is so powerful, because it keeps the shot going to the door while you knock on it. Even if it's a bit high like that, you saw I didn't aim down. I was hitting like this thing. Even with that, you can still hit it. That's why the water ball is so good. Because you don't have to aim to the base of the door every time. Like, you want to be aiming there, but it also works without. See how I moved early there? I still saved it because I did it a bit slower. But you want to be like facing as little to the right as possible while grabbing this. Don't stand like here. Stand like here. And move like right up against this thing and shoot through it and activate A. Okay, that's the first part. It works for PAL too, but you like, it's a bit less common to set it up because in no other bounds and normal mansion you can just go for this every time the boo is in here. In PAL and 100% and such, you also have to get luck, so that's an extra factor. So you have the water shot through this thing. Then the next step is you want to... The boo is gonna spawn out of here. And in order to save time with this tech skip, you want to be able to pull this cloth in the boo cutscene. And the easiest way to do that is to just switch from... In the knock cutscene, switch from L to R. Then, like, press C right, or C left, I mean, to grab this corner. Not in the middle, because that often doesn't work. Just this corner, and move back like that. See? Really easy to grab it from the corner. If you try to grab it from the middle, it often, like, doesn't grab it like that. It can still work if you do it from the middle, but... See? Like, that's really nice to grab that. And you don't want to, like, do this. Like, you don't want to rush it, because then it will come off in the boo cutscene before you can let go. You want to get this timing down. I cannot really explain, just move over, grab. It's kind of like a feel thing. Like, 1, 2. Like, don't rush it like that. That's not gonna work. 1, 2. Then you keep holding R in the boo cutscene. Like, until the boo cutscene starts. Like, the boo animation, like, here in the middle. And then as soon as that starts, you can let go of R. And if your timing was right, setting this up, like if you grabbed it in time and pulled it back in time, you can just let go in the cutscene at any point. And it will always be off enough. So then you have this setup with the boo there. I personally prefer to then let go of anything and like vacuum cancel towards the boo. But you can also just hold L and do that if you're more comfortable with that. It's kind of weird to do all the inputs for that. So then you have the text skip set up. You have the boo around the room. That's probably the hardest part. You have to drag the boo down all the way over here. And then that is like, you want to be able to boo drag if you want to go for this, because the boo might just stay here in this area, but that's very unlikely because the boo likes to go away from you. So most of the time it's going to be like around here or here. And you just want to drag it back, and then you want to aim that when the boo hits 0, you have like kind of this angle, like down right. Not like this. I didn't mean to do that. Not like this, but kind of like this. The reason why, I'll show that. The reason why you want to have this angle, as soon as the boo hits 0, the angle that you have with the boo kind of locks Luigi in place. And if your angle is too far like this, you'll grab the cloth from the back. Obviously, you can technically still grab it, but this is not boo physics. Like, if you grab it from the back, you want to grab it from the front side, because if you grab it from the back, it will go off slower, and you almost never have enough time to grab it. So you want to have that downright angle and then land in this exact spot, so that you move like alongside this side of the table, so that you grab it from the front first, like this. Okay, that was not a good example, but usually when you land there, it works. You want to kind of slide from the front side to the back, like from this side to the here, like this. See? Then you'll grab it from the front, even while staying behind it. Because if you're boo dragging from here, you're not going to be able to line yourself up like this to get the text skip, obviously. And the benefit of that is also, like, if you grab it from here and like get pushed to this side, you're closer to the door. And that is the kitchen text skip tutorial. That should cover everything you need to know about this particular text skip.